one.
Yeah, I'm a fact finder, and I'll remind you, believe when I say I researched this all day, but we a two-sided pod. You need to rebut all I say with all of your ragings. Tell me why I've got red hair and ginger pubes. Tell me why you bitch and moan, it's all you do. Now it's time to get drunk and go on stereo. That's the two-sided way.
Oh, holy shit, John. It's like a finely tuned machine coming to a screeching halt as it bursts into flames. That's what I'm reminded of every time we come to a Tuesday night show. John. Welcome to the party, my friend. I don't know if you remember, but we're the Two-Sided Podcast. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Wich Sandwich time. Wednesdays if you're across the pond. And you can find us, if you can't find us live then, you can find us on all the socials. At Two-Sided Pod is our handle. We're on the Instagram. We're on the Spotify. We're on the YouTube. We're on the Patreon. We're on the local bowling team. I'm on a watch list. Pretty sure I'm definitely working my way up to the no-fly list. The last outburst had him. What are you gonna do?
I'm doing great here. I'm not doing great.
I know, bro.
Oh crap! Hey,
I know.
During that intro for us going live on the YouTubes, I realized that I was given advice on how to make that so much better.
Yeah.
I didn't use it, obviously.
No. If you did that, well, God knows what would happen next, John. It's fucking be total anarchy. Dogs sleeping with cats, lions laying down with lambs. We, sir, are at a crossroads, and I don't want to make any fucking rash decisions and start changing the mojo that has been making us so fucking successful thus far technologically, John. I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, wait, we're talking about your computer. It broke. You fix it.
They say Jackson Pollock's splatter art is childish, that a 3-year-old could do it. They say the same thing about me. They're wrong about one of us.
That you're childish and they can do you? No, I'm pretty sure you can talk this fucker into anything. You give him a fucking free joint and a fucking roofie, patch a bunch of Sour Patch Kids, he'll jump in your van right now. He doesn't give a shit. Childish and stupid.
He's right.
Hey kids, you like candy? Fuck yeah.
Uh-huh.
You like vans? I love vans. Well, have I got a treat for you? Two-sided on the road with a van. John, we're taking this podcast on the road, John. We're in all the major cities. Duluth.
Uh-huh.
Santa Fe. Ohio.
Right.
We're going to do...
Oh, Ohio. Oh.
Yeah. Rome. Rome, actually, it's called Romoland. Southern California. Anyway, it's going to hit all the big ones.
Middle of nowhere, not the city, just the middle of nowhere.
Right. You guys, it's like the DJs who go out and do just do a whole set like in a forest, or do a set in like and they have drones circling around them. We just did a podcast and sat up like, fucking busted up and did shots, and there's drones flying around us. We're in the mountains, like, fuck, it's cold. I know, man. Keep drinking. This is art, baby.
We don't have any recording equipment. It's just the drone, so it's all
Just
visual, no
it
audio.
can't hear shit. Unless
You're throttling me at one point.
I think they're in trouble. I can't tell, but it looks like they're in trouble. Oh, John. Telling you what.
Speaking of in trouble.
What is it, Lassie? John fell down the well? Did you got a frog stuck in his throat?
Let the people who are listening live know how they can see us, because we're finally live on the YouTubes, and then pop those packets, because all this is going to be edited out from the recording.
John, the thing is, I'm more of a reporter. I like to tell things how they happen on the scene. I'm like a on-scene investigation with my boy Pete. I don't believe in editing, cutting. It's one take, baby. Let's roll. Okay, but you're right. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live on the YouTubes right now. So if you're listening live on the stereo streets, you can click that link above our heads and be funneled into the YouTube channel, where we will steal all your demographic data and use it to our own purposes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, John. I think that's a good enough time. Oh, wait. No, we'll pop the packets first. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
You hate them?
No. But I seem to feel better when they're not around.
With it? I don't know why, but that fucking depressed me, man.
Mickey Rourke can do that in just a couple of lines.
Jesus. Man. All right. Popping some packets.
Oh my God, I cannot state enough how much I love Mr. V singing this song. Fucking beautiful. It's a pizza hat, man. It's a pizza hat.
Right? For the ages. For the ages. The gift that keeps on giving. Pretty much that's if all goes according to plan, that's exactly what's going to happen with the show tonight. It's going to be a lot of jazz, a lot of scat, baby. Watch me for the changes. Try to keep up. Come on, man. We're freestyling, baby. And freeloading. Come on, baby. We're freeloading. Also, got any spare change? Nope, freestyling. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. Spare change. All right, bud. We're all done with packets. How about
You heard about that shot?
I've heard so much about.
Yeah, I heard something about it as well.
Sean, are you there?
Hey, everybody, I'm back now. How about that shot? Cheers. I like transitions.
He's a big dumb animal, folks, isn't he? But he can be taught. What do we got for the folks, John? What do we got for the folks?
Well, howdy. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California, trying to type and speak at the same time.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yeah, John, the you and the me, the no and the yes, the ebb and the flow, the push and the pull, the pad, the tie, the Laurel, the Hardy, the Abbott, the Costello, the Kate and Kate and Allie, the laughers, the screamers, the uppers, the downers, The Reds, the Blues, John. All the good things I am. All the bad things you are.
Well, as we're now well into season 2, my boy Pete, how you feeling? I want to give a little. I have a little check-in. How you feeling? But you get one word, Pete.
Oh, slap happy. I get to use a hyphen if I want.
I think that's actually just one word. I don't think you even need the hyphen.
All right. Fucking slap happy. I'll hyphenate that one.
We'll give it to you.
Yes. I'm going to win again.
For those who are just joining us in season 2, we haven't really let this be explicitly known. Anyone in the audience who wants to take a shot with us as we're taking a shot, please do. Or don't. It could be water, it could be air, it could be your self-dignity, it could be your sense of pride, or it could be some alcohol.
I found that if you do the alcohol, the other ones are quick to go soon, John. My pride and dignity is left fucking in season 1 halfway through. I don't give a shit anymore. I live a solitary life as a podcast co-host screaming at the top of his lungs at Ginger in Brooklyn. You know, like you do.
As I giggle like someone who just masturbated in his own feces.
What the fuck, bro? What the
Slap
fuck,
happy,
man?
slap happy.
No, this is, God damn it, man. We're having a good conversation about stupid shit. And you're like, sometimes I'm giggling like a crazy jerk off hobo and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? You can ease that into a sentence. Like, if you want to say something that way, feel the room, work it into a conversation, John. Just don't open with that. Holy shit, my friend.
The economy of words.
No, the economy is not looking good right now. All the voters are the most concerned about the economy at this point.
Okay, pop those packets. Let's get into our first thing.
Example of my contempt for humanity. Something as beautiful as scat when you're talking about like jazz. Now we're in the 21st century, scat means shit.
I know.
Literally. Defecating pieces of poo. Scat. There's a thing called scat porn. This is life. Fuck humanity.
Bro, don't even get me started because we all know how into jazz I am. Like, I fucking love it. So one of my big turn-ons is like the Flapper Girls from 20s and the jazz era and all that. So I have been diligently trying to find those young ladies vocally performing, just freestyling. And it was like freestyle porn. It was like, it didn't work. It was like scat porn. I tried to spell it a lot of different ways, but still, it's one of those things you have to request. You got to know someone who knows someone.
When you realise there was someone called Scatman John, and he is a scat man, he likes the scat, and he goes, so all of a sudden, scat is wrong. I don't sign up.
I'm with you, but I am shocked and appalled that you have that opinion, because I was for sure thinking you were going to leave a message. You said scat. I'm with you. I'm with you. You give scat a bad connotation. You're muted. Time to talk. Use your words.
Yeah. I had to switch around. Yeah, the old switch around.
Right. I just want to make sure your ears still work, because I'm like, switch over. You're like, yep. Switch over. Yep. Nope. Oh, you mean me? Oh shit! I thought you were talking to the other guy.
Speaking of the other guy, that's going to lead us to our first lightning round.
It's time to get down. Come on, yeah. What's up, John L. Peacock? What's up, my boy Pete? I'm back, baby.
You're looking better than ever, lightning round guy. How you doing?
I'm good. I had a week off. I got my thoughts gathered. I put them in a bucket. I sent them down the river because I said, who fucking needs those anymore? We doing Tuesdays. So I'm back. I'm ready to rock. What you guys got going on?
Another lightning round, bro. Another lightning round.
All right, man. Well, I like what you're doing. Keep up the good work. If you need me, just holler, bang on the wall, scream bloody murder, or yell rape.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
You're the one who reached out. I was letting him go on his fucking walkabout. You pulled him back in. And now you don't get to play both sides.
Nope.
You get to defend.
Nope.
You get to defend your choices.
Nope. I'm going to take the L on this one. I think I was wrong. I think you were,
I do too.
you were right.
I think I was.
Wow. He's not even huffing anymore. That's just him.
I don't know. But we didn't have eyes on him for a couple weeks, so who knows what's still working his way out of the system.
Well, that's true. So we're just going to move right past that one. And anyone knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
I don't think there's any other answer, John, but let's try it.
My boy Pete, what is the best patchwork style item?
A quilt.
Okay. My boy Pete, what quote, saying on a pillow, quote, is the best?
Big booty hose, I'm with it.
Wait, you've seen that?
Man, I have a friend who cross stitches anything you want. So yes. It was requested. It was requested for a Christmas present last year for a friend.
That's awesome. Next question, my boy Pete. Is it right to destroy many shirts to sew them into one basically unusable blanket?
Depends on the state of the shirts. Depends on whose shirts they are. And depends on how unusable the blanket is going to be and what you plan on doing with it. A lot of factors, John. A lot of things. A lot of things to fill in the blanks for.
All right.
I can tell you a story, John. My dad had a favorite pair of jeans when before I was born, when their parents were first married, and my sister was just a baby, and he would wear these jeans all the time when he'd come back from the office. He'd put the jeans on, work in the yard. They were just ratty jeans, and couldn't find them one day. Couldn't find them. My mom gives him a gift, and she had taken the jeans and made a hat, like one of the like you have hats like this, like the ones that you pull down, like no, not a fedora, the ones with the little snap on the brim that have cloth in the front and a little tiny brim.
Oh, really?
Like hey. The one dude on Fat Albert had one.
Yeah. Those are weird hats.
Yeah, made it out of his favorite jeans. And he was like, never wore it, but it was in our house until we moved. I don't know what happened to it after I went to college, but fucked up. I don't think he ever really forgave her for that. So I'm thinking, whose are they? Are they someone who's still alive? If they are, you'd have to get that person's permission if they're not horribly torn to shit. If they are torn to shit, you still got to get permission because maybe that's their style. Maybe that's what they want. If they're dead, you got to find all the people who might have claim to that, unless you are the penultimate or the ultimate. I feel like those two can make choices and fight it out and just tell the other one what happens.
Yeah.
But everyone else, you got to figure out, like, hey, do you want this or do you want this? One person gets a fucking blanket. What are you gonna do with that fucking blanket? So shirts? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Somehow that is actually the correct answer.
See, John, let me talk long enough and I will make myself right. That's a promise.
Last question, my boy Pete. Who designed the first United States of America flag?
Oh, I know what you're going to want me to say. You're going to want me to say Betsy Ross. But John, we all know that's not true. Just like we know Ben Franklin was actually the first president. There's a lot of things about American history that we're going to get into on this show, John. I don't want to spoil any surprises you have out there, but why don't you let the people know about the first president and the designer of the flag?
All of that, word for word, is actually the correct answer.
God damn it, I'm on a roll. Ask me more questions, man.
No. Let's end on a I note. Let's do a shot
like
and
Notre
get
Dame.
into it.
I'm like Notre Dame in this bitch today, John. I'm fucking shit up. It may not be right today, but in 10 years, you're going to look back like, holy shit, motherfucker was a soothsayer. Did you say soothsayer? I said soothsayer. He said sooth.
Or they're thinking, was he a gargoyle?
It's mainly because he didn't move. He perched on buildings. That fucking fools people all the time. Cheers, Sean.
Cheers.
Bing, bing, bing.
Cheers. Yeah. You're welcome for listening.
Hey-o. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich time if you're across the pond. Our handle is @social, at all the two-sideds. If you can't see us on the pod,
@social, at all the two-sideds.
Yeah,
that's our handle.
Street. Yep, check bathroom walls for a mediocre time. Tune in Tuesdays.
All underscores. All underscores.
Everything is underscored. John, I think we really pulled him in on that one.
Yes, because we are going to talk about the Betsy Ross controversy.
Okay. Thought you were going to take me for a ride, didn't you, John?
Mm-hmm.
There's two things I know: where flags come from and when I'm not wanted.
It's interesting because I've been hearing about this maybe 10 years-ish, and I'm pretty sure you, like myself, grew up just with this weird, bland soundbite. And then she did that, and she's really great. George Washington commissioned her. Isn't she fantastic? She didn't even tell anybody until her grandson on her dying bed. Yay! And that's it.
Hey, lady, can you knit this for me? Cool story, Betsy.
So legend has it that the first American flag was made by Betsy Ross, an upholsterer from Philadelphia. I'm sorry, it's an upholsterer because she's one who upholsters. She is not an upholsterer herself. She made little blankets and pillows with sayings on it.
Yeah, if you leave these chairs here, I can get a cushioned and some pleather on them. Give me a week, 10 days. Yeah? What are you thinking? You want the old stars and bars? You looking for this guy fucks? Because we just did a whole shipment of those for George Washington. He doesn't want them anymore. He's married now. So would you like them? You can get them at rock bottom discounts.
The Department of Interior explains, quote, historians have never been able to verify Ross's legendary role as the creator of the Stars and Stripes, but the likely apocryphal story that in June 1776, General George Washington consulted with Ross on the creation of a new flag, and she persuaded him to alter its stars from six-pointed to the easier to sew five-pointed that took hold in the national patriotic imagination.
Right. I was just thinking the six are really difficult. Five are pretty hard, but you know what's easy? The three-pointed star. If I could just do a three-pointed star, you mean a triangle? No. A three-pointed star. Much easier.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like that, not a problem. Not a problem. I'll do a two-pointed star. You mean a line? No, a bunch of two-pointed stars. A line, stripes. Oh, whatever you want to call them. It'll be brilliant. Jose, can you see all these two-pointed stars?
Well, the U.S. District Court for the District of Puerto Rico has on its website that a, quote, secret committee of 3 members of the Continental Congress, which included Washington, entrusted Betsy with making the first flag. So, Jose, can you see? Yeah, it's Betsy.
Yeah. She designed the Continental Congress tattoos that year.
Well,
pretty crazy.
In 2019, this attempt at celebrating America's history turned into political outrage.
Woo! We're the best at outrage. Fuck yeah!
When Nike pulled its sneakers depicting early version of the American flag after NFL football player Colin Kaepernick reportedly told the company the image is offensive and tied to slavery.
Okay. I hope there's more to it than that, because I understand what the Kaepernick whole thing. I get it. I understand that, but I don't think you need to take it so far as to be like, also, I know flags and shoes, that's bad. Also, that whole line of cosmetics, that has to go. Here's the deal. Anything I see and point to, I can say no. And because I am Colin Kaepernick, it will be done. I don't know, John. I don't know about that.
Well,
stars and bars?
Historians, didn't just dismiss his comments, but were a little confused because though Ross lived during slavery, her flag's relationship to white supremacy was not immediately clear to the member of historians contacted by CNBC. They felt that she, coming from Philadelphia, which is a large Quaker population, and her parents being Quaker, had more of a neutral leaning during the Revolutionary War.
Okay, so she was a Quaker who was neutral, but somehow her flags were still bad.
Because it has been co-opted by a number of groups. One being the famous example is the Tea Party's use of the Gadsden rattlesnake flag. Don't tread on me, right? So this one, the original 13, was used by the KKK quite a bit recently.
Okay. All right. I get it. Yeah, no, because you see things that are co-opted that now they become that more. It's just like scat. All of a sudden, we can't talk about scat.
Yeah.
Horrible world we live in, John.
I was in
can't wear Nikes. Can't shit in public anymore.
Can't talk to a woman who's trying to sell you a book about the title of the book. I was in a national park some years ago, and an older lady who was a ranger. What? No, ranger?
Docent.
A docent said, "Oh, that book is about things that I don't really talk about," and it was scat in the wilderness. How to know what animals are nearby.
I can't talk about that book. It's all about anal. What kind of a goddamn museum? This is crazy. I love this park. Oh, it's the Grand Tetons. I get it. I'm more of an ass man myself, but I'll take a look.
So, some of the information, because we don't have a lot about Ross, is she did know Washington, possibly a cousin, but definitely he patronized her pillows. Freaking love those little sayings. What was that saying? That best saying that you had?
Oh, big booty hose, I'm with it.
Sure, he asked for that one. I think he commissioned that one. Yeah.
It was the original My Pillow.
Okay, so Ross, the daughter of a Quaker carpenter, ran a upholstery shop with her husband in a home they rented in Philadelphia. She had to leave the Quakers because her husband was of the Church of England.
Ooh,
He
rebel.
died. She married again.
That's what you get.
Married
That's
again.
what you
He
get.
died.
That's what you get.
And then she went back to the Quakers, but that was many years later.
Right, Black Widow. Black Widow Betsy, they called her. Making the flags. Mm-mm-mm.
But there's no official government records of the flag's creation until June 14th of 1777, though in the Continental Congress approved the flag shall be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, while on a blue field representing a new constellation.
Dumb.
She's not mentioned, but it's very possible that it's because of the bias of the era, because they didn't mention women in their writings.
Ink was hard to come by those days, John. Ink was hard to come by. You can't just frivolously spend it on things that are unimportant. Whoa.
Oh,
Where'd that come from?
I thought you were going more. Okay, well, the KKK's most recent, not most recent, but one of the recent uses was in New York Town in upstate in 2018. They passed out mini Betsy Ross flags. And in addition to the typically used Confederate flag and candy. So those were the three things they passed out to start trying to get members.
Okay.
Also using images in campus newsletters in Washington 2017. So it was a recruiting tool for them.
That's no good. That is some bullshit. That's yeah, because everyone sees like, oh, that's cool. Look at that. Patriotic. It sucks you in. I used to like back in high school, I was a big fan of the Don't Tread on Me, but it was mainly for Metallica and that and like, but we'd fly the flags and then like, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. It was also leaked that in meetings of the KKK in Georgia, they had to require members use the Betsy Ross flag for ritualistic meetings if they did not, in lieu of the Confederate flag, because that would be option. It's like 1A, 1B. So
okay,
there is some backstory to why Kaepernick was, not just, she was alive during slavery. It's being co-opted in a horrible way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Little background goes a long way, John.
That's why I got it here, baby.
All right. Sometimes we just got to hang on for the ride. We can't just jump to conclusions. Let John speak his piece, folks. I've learned that John is only stupid most of the time. The other part, he's also stupid, but he has a point.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, baby.
3 or 4 times if you go fast. What? What are you talking about? I don't know.
One of the culminations of the protest against Nike's shoe, quote, can't wait for the Confederate Air Max 90s. on Instagram, and that same day, Nike decided to pull the shoes from sales.
Oof. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Good on them. Good on them. There's some like 2 or 3 pairs of test shoes that are in someone's wall of shoes that are worth like $10 million now, though.
Right. Oh, I mean, Pete, if you're doing that, it's like those guys who collect Nazi paraphernalia.
Right? It's just,
It's gross.
it's gross, but I understand a lot of this, the interest with weird history of things of any memorabilia. Like honestly, it could be sports, or it could be music, or it could be I don't know if you saw Napoleon's hat just sold for like $4 million or 3 point something million
Because of the movie.
Yeah, well, that's the big resurgence of it. But a bunch of his stuff is like there was a couple letters, but his hat that came through, like, holy shit. And I get it, but like, not great, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy because so much of the protest is not really about Ross herself.
Right.
It's about how it's used now. Kaepernick was at the time a major spokesperson for Nike, especially the "Just Do It" ads in 2018, 2 years after his last season with the NFL. So they brought him in a beautiful way. Where every single coach in the NFL decided not to pick him up on the waiver wire for some reason, Nike said, "Hey, we want you as a spokesperson." And then this occurs, and Ross is in the middle of it, but not really. But it's because, hey, we got a flag and we're using it in a bad way. She was a Quaker. She went away from it. We don't know anything about her because she wasn't really famous until after her death. And it was her grandson who said, she definitely did it. And she told me only on her deathbed because George said he didn't, she didn't want to have the fame of it. She wanted it to be of the people. And that's where the legacy comes from. And so it's all speculation. It's all, there's no document that answers the specific question on her views of whether she had the flag or her views of slavery, quoting by historians. So she's in the middle of all this.
I was like, so you just don't know. Like, I'm doing a thing on a thing no one really knows. No, we just don't know.
Yeah, there's possibility. She knew Washington. He did confide in her or patronize her. That is all documented because they documented when dudes bought things, but not when women felt things or thought things or anything else.
That was a weird. They documented when men bought things, but not when women felt things. What? I don't think either of those should be written about. I don't give a shit what men buy or what women feel in old times. I don't give a shit what you feel these days, John. It means very little to my day-to-day existence. Are you going to show up on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern? That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich time on Wednesdays mornings if you're across the pond. If that's the case, then I don't give a shit how you're feeling other than that.
All right, to sum it up, one last thought. Maybe she did do it. Is Mark Leipson, who historian who wrote Flag, an American biography, said that during Ross's lifetime, flags weren't endowed with the type of sanctity characteristic of current norms. So the making of flags wasn't considered noteworthy. So maybe that's the reason why no one ever put it down.
Okay. All right, I'm with that, but I guess I'm not really. Well, we've learned that I don't keep up to speed with current events, apparently. Thanks, Dub, for pointing that out every goddamn time I open my mouth. But I'm just saying, I don't live in a world where it's noteworthy when people make flags today. So I'm not sure. Hey, everybody, new flag over here. Like, okay. When did that happen? Who did it? Is it documented? I don't give a shit. I don't know. So I think they're all kind of fucking a little stupid. They got their heads up their own asses on this one. It's like, oh no, we never talked about flags in those days. That's all we talk about now. Just because you're a flagologist doesn't mean we all are, bro. Take your flagostomy, get it out of here. I'm going to have me a flagorectomy. Remove this flag talk from my life.
Would you like a flag?
Oh, look, you've gone off flag sick now. Can't talk about flags anymore.
It's common.
I swear. I swear, Confederacy, this never happens to me before. It's not you, United States, it's me. Awful.
So that's the Betsy Ross conspiracy. Controversy.
That's the old Betsy Ross. Hey, folks, you heard it here first. When you want to know Betsy Ross facts, don't come here because we don't fucking have any. We have a bunch of shit. I don't know. Maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. Are we part of a solution or are we part of an active problem? You know what? Maybe there is something out there in your front yard that will kill you. Maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe tune in after 11 to find out. We'll be back next Tuesday to answer that question. Is there going to something murder you in your front yard? Jesus, John. Horrible.
We may not answer the question, but we will compile all the stupidity around the question.
Here's the deal, folks. We're not trained therapists, but I've seen many. A few by court order mandate. And one thing that I do know is that I ain't going back to jail. Not today. Not for you. Not for anybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop some packets now, John. Good man. Good man.
I will always respect the Scott. They're talking about Jaws, by the way. Fuck this place.
See? Saying. He gets it.
Since y'all could hook me a line on someone to cross-stitch me a welcome mat that says leave. I really want one. I really want one.
That'd be a good one. My mom has one on her porch that says, I hope you like dogs. Because her dog will like crawl inside you when you open the door. Like it will wear you like a fucking skin. Not aggressively. Good boy. But he's gonna, yeah.
George Washington or George Washington Carver. People need to do their history fact checking.
Mm-hmm. Saying one had wood teeth, one had peanuts. Peanuts.
As a Seahawks fan, I feel guilty all the years I said Colin suck a dick. Don't lie. Now, which one's the lie? Am I a Seahawks fan, or is it a lie that I felt guilty? We'll never know.
Oh, I definitely know. You're not a Seahawks fan. I know our kind. I know you wouldn't feel guilty too. That's another thing I know about you. My man.
Is technically, there for collection, If someone wants it, that's, it's sort of just supply and demand, isn't it? But I think there are certain things, items, paraphernalia, just don't go anywhere near it. I mean, you do have to think about General Lee, right? The car from Duke of Hazzard, right?
Right.
understand it if people grew up, but do you not understand what the Confederate flags fucking stand? And that's what scares me. It's that people, they go, oh yeah, because like General Lee is an amazing car, and it's like, yeah, with, you know, fucking paint the hood or the bonnet or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that is the dangerous part, is when people don't know. I don't know. But you want to educate. Everyone needs to be educated. But then the people who are educated are like, yeah, fuck all that. It's a fucking General Lee, man. I'm like, oh, that's bad. But I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad because you at least know where you stand with those people. Like, oh, you're just a fucking evil piece of shit who lives in archaic time. I get it. But man, I don't know. General Lee or Kit? I'm going to say Kit all the time, because ejector seats, turbo, and a fucking back talk, sign me up.
Hands up if you're suffering from premature flagellation.
Right. It's a common occurrence in most men over 35. See your doctor today for premature flagellation. Can't get it past half mass? Well, don't declare a national day of mourning. Raise your spirits and your flag with absentia. Absentia. Get that flag flying high and proud. I don't know.
Okay, so straight up on the Confederate flag bullshit. People who say, oh, it's my heritage.
Fuck that.
You mean slavery is your heritage?
Right.
No, they're talking about the food, the whatever. Yeah, but that slavery's all fucking included in there. It's just fucking offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Their refusal to acknowledge that it's offensive is offensive.
Exactly.
So I could go the rest of my life without seeing another goddamn Confederate flag. Fuck them people.
Right? I'm saying that's why I love anytime there's any kind of a gathering that you see, like, oh, here's a rave, or here's a party or a club or something happening in one of the Carolinas or Kentucky or something like, oh,
yeah,
sure, Alabama or wherever, and you have loud, proud, gay, and here's all the flags for flying. Like, oh, you got yours? I got mine too, honey. Like, fuck yes. You want to make people uncomfortable? Well, fuck you.
All right, grab these last two, and then let's finish this up.
Sounds good, bud.
Italy, there's a phrase. It's alza bandieri, and or alza bandiera, and it means.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Oh, sorry about that. My finger slipped. Sorry.
Oh.
Alza bandiera, and it means to raise the flag, as in raise the flag up the flagpole. It means to get an erection. You're welcome to listening. I know all the phrases in all the languages.
I'm sorry, but the flag can't be raised unless you scream obscenities at it for half an hour. The little soldier just doesn't want to salute.
I'm gonna devise a flag, and on it it's gonna say "fuck your couch."
I was saying,
be my new flag. Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm saying, and the great thing, it just reminds me, the Foxes had, when we were at Earl Camp, they had for Cannabis Conundrum, they had some great fucking banners that were they were basically flags. They were logos, but same idea. It was like, man, I would put that on a fucking pole on the back of my truck and fly that shit all around town. Tell you what, right now, fuck your couch. I'm saying, if they can print banners, they can print flags. We can put on man. Sorry, John. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna do a shot.
Yeah, let's
folks.
do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich Time. Wednesdays, if you're across the pond. Folks, raise your glasses and lower your expectations. We're about to get in the second half of this bitch. Cheers.
That was only the first half.
I said we're about to get into the second half.
I know. And that was the controversy of flags. Cheers, everybody. You're welcome for listening.
Jesus Christ. We're a quick season 2. We're a quick, tight machine. We cut off all the fat. We just fucking sprint around corners. No one knows where we're coming or going. John, you fucking do the same amount of research. You know I'm going to talk the same amount because I need to try and make some of your bullshit at least palatable. So please stop researching so much. Just get it out of your fucking system. We're a lean, mean, two-sided machine, motherfucker. Cheers.
Cheers. The cow.
Ooh.
And that's going to lead us to our next lightning round.
It's time to get down. Come on. Yeah. Did someone call me? I heard you guys needed me. Did someone say the magic word?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? You're looking good. I'm so glad you're back, bro.
Really, you're not even picking up what I'm putting down. I said, if you need me, just holler the word really loud into the ether. All right, well, it's good to be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but Lightning Guy, you need to go. John demands your presence, then looks confused and shuts down like a fucking
So
small
glad you're
child
here.
on stage for the first time. So you need to go save us all.
Good seeing you. Look good. So glad you're here.
Jesus Christ. Hey, bye. Jesus, John. Hey.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Right. Yeah.
Your improv skills are fucking not good ever, but when you get like, negative improv skills, like that's the worst you ever can do. And you do that very often after you demand things. I need you to be a better fucking person.
Listen, I didn't know how bad he was. I really wanted him back.
You did.
I am
You
sorry.
did.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I
know you are.
Sorry.
Oh, I know. You're going to be fucking sorry when I'm done with you, John. Listen, I don't want to fucking scare the kids, but this is not over.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
This lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine. That's right. It's accented answers. That's where I ask my boy Pete some questions and give him an accent in which to answer them.
All right. Questions and answers. Accent and answers. Okay. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. I got a cocktail. Yep. Ready. Yep. I'm good. Yep. Let's go.
Irish, my boy Pete. What is the best patchwork style item?
Well, I've got to tell you, John. I've always said that quilts were nice. They were good to my heart. But I think I like a small hat made from the jeans of my family's father's land. Something good. I love them. Always have. Fuck boy. What are you doing now?
I'm wondering if it's me who's cut off or my boy Pete, but I cannot hear anything at this point. My boy Pete, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear everything. Unplug your shit, John. Plug your shit back in. He can't hear us. It's like watching. Have you ever been to a zoo during feeding time when they feed the gorillas bananas and they dump a bunch of bananas into the cage and you watch the gorilla try and peel it with his feet? John, fucking read your fucking.
Okay, for those on the YouTubes, they can hear us both, but I am
Granted,
not.
It will add for a degree of difficulty if John L. Peacock can't hear me because he'll actually have to look at my He'll actually have to look at my face to see. Oh, he keeps looking up at me like, "Hey, Pete, keep talking." Like, he doesn't understand that I'm the goddamn professional, and I will continue to talk. I am like a.
All right, everybody. I know you can hear me, but I cannot hear Pete in any setting. I've tried unplugging, plugging back in. So it seems like I need to.
Can you hear? Oh, he can't even fucking hear this.
Here's the thing.
John,
Jesus Christ. This fucking guy. Can you hear me now? Yep, he can hear me now. Folks, it was a switch on his keyboard. Turns out the monkey was holding the banana with his feet the whole time as he tried to peel it with his hands. John, are we back? You got to keep talking, bud. Oh, man. Okay. And he's not gonna talk, this guy. And I don't want him to shut down and come back in, because can you not hear anything? Unmute my computer. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy. Check. Testes. 1, 2, 3. And also, John, I just got a note from legal. They're saying that we're going way too far on all of our sound clips, because Vanilla Ice is going to sue us. You can still talk. Oh my God.
Oh man. Okay. Mute site. There we go. All right.
Fucking guy.
Okay.
I just don't understand him.
Right. So I had the YouTube playing, so it was a 20-second delay, and I was hearing this weird loop. I had to get rid of that. That's done now. I can now hear you through this, which is probably going to cause a little bit of an echo, but I cannot hear you.
I know
So it seems like I'm the person who should go out and come back in, right?
I would say so.
Oh, crap. Breakdown. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. Hey, everybody. Pete's administrator. He's going to let me right back in.
Yeah. Sure, I will. Just get out of here, John. Don't make a scene. You're scaring the kids. Holy shit. Baby Jesus, holy shit. I feel like Marlon Perkins on a Mutual of Omaha, watching the fucking wild hyenas try to fucking claw their dinner out of a. Oh, look, another beautiful day on the Serengeti. The hyenas decide to feast on prey near the watering hole. Let them come in and feed with us here on another two-sided pod. Fucking guy. Can you hear me now, Junior?
Cloudy.
Can you hear me fucking now? How about fucking now? How about fuck you? How about fuck your couch? John? John? Fuck your couch.
We hadn't experienced this one before.
No,
it wasn't the echo.
John. Here's the thing, though, bud. Yeah. I feel like everyone needs to see a little bit of what we deal with on a day-to-day basis, bud. And I feel like we have the skills and the training to deal with technical difficulties on the fly. However, we've established you need to keep talking all the way through. When you put yourself on mute, That doesn't help. When you don't jump out like, I don't know, and then you come, John. Did you know the little story about Coco the monkey who learned sign language, John?
No, tell me.
John, they gave Coco the monkey a kitten.
Nice.
Coco ate the kitten, John.
Oh. No.
That's not true at all. John, let me tell you a little story about Of Mice and Men. John, you know a little guy named Lenny? Did you know that he once had a rabbit, John? I feel like this podcast and your technological skills are the rabbit in this equation. You love them so much. I'm so proud of my little fucking rabbit. I'm gonna squeeze the fuck out of it. I'm gonna love on it. And then look what happened, John. And then look what happened.
Okay, we need to reset. Play those packets. Those will be the last ones. Give me the star, and let's finish this. Finish this right.
I just don't know what to do with you.
I have 4 letters written, depending on what kind of intervention you plan. I'm going to read how you hurt me specifically, but it's all dependent on which one we're trying to fix. Like, I'm going to bring all of them with me when I come out. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm possibly going to read 2 or 3. I don't know. It's going to be a busy week. I'm really hoping we don't do the alcohol and drugs intervention till the end of the week so that we can have cocktails after the first 2, because I'm really going to need to decompress with him. It's going to be a tough one. I'll let you know.
I didn't fact check it, but I got it from TikTok, so it must be true. But apparently, we sent the first man on the moon in year 1969. I said 69. But okay, so first man on the moon, 1969. We didn't actually have wheeling, like suitcases with wheels on them until 1970. I mean, I'm all for humanity, but seriously, just sort your shit out. Come on, we need wheelchairs. We leave suitcases.
I'm also going to go on a limb and say I need a bigger wheel. I need a wheelchair. If I could not walk ever again, I know they have like rascal scooters and stuff, but I feel like if everyone had to use them all the time, I feel like that'd be really great. I don't know.
Advertisement break. We'll be back shortly with the Two-Sided Pod, Season 2, Episode 3. New season, same old technical problems.
Okay. Oh, baby Jesus, fuck my couch. This is ridiculous, but I love it. I don't know if I could actually handle it any other way. When you're really making it the big time, and we're in a fucking studio, and there's a fucking engineer in the other room, and we have the fucking mics, and there's fucking video cameras there, and like really good shit, John. I'm gonna insist that the engineer fucks shit up like 3 or 4 times and like makes your mic cut out and then echoes us. Like, why do you want that? It's part of the show, bro. That's our fucking roots. Our roots are stupid. Yeah, but you can be better. I don't know better. I know stupid. I know brute force and stupidity. If it doesn't fit, be stupider and force it. It's a 2-sided tip for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Stereo Matrix, where anything that can go wrong
will go wrong.
Go wrong.
Right?
On John's end, technical difficulties. welcome to the shit show.
Goddamn straight.
So that is something that, just so you guys all know, we are looking at other platforms to move away, because we are going to continue a live show, and we have the YouTube that we're going to continue to do live, but we want to have, we're here on stereo because there's a lot of good family people here. It's like, this is where we know a lot of good people and who we want to stick with them, and so we're keeping our toe in both worlds. But everyone knows the fucking stereo is the worst, man. I didn't mean that, stereo. Please don't hurt us. Please don't hurt us. I'm so sorry. Shit.
You fuck the couch, or just the couch fuck you?
You do it correctly, we'll take turns.
And that's going to be our last message of the episode, because we're running behind, and it's going to lead us to our next. That's right, we haven't even done it yet. Don't worry about him. I told him not to come. It's our lightning round. It's the accented answers. I didn't hear Pete's first answers, so we're going to start it all over again. Hey, Irish,
Right.
my boy
No,
Pete.
That's great. But I just want you to know that we did have, I did get an email from legal as we were talking. So got to be cautious about accents potentially, depending on where we're going. So I'm just letting you know what legal wrote me.
Okay.
Don't kill the messenger. Kill
Legal.
kill the lawyers. Kill all the lawyers.
Here's what we do. First, we kill all the lawyers. Shakespeare. All right. Irish, my boy Pete. Tell us once again, what is the best patchwork style item?
You know, I couldn't hear you the first time, John, but I do always love me a quilt. Aye, the quilts were so nice, but I did lose a pair of me favourite trousers on the last quilt. My missus made some lovely green patterns, and I noticed right in the middle there is a pocket. I missed that pocket.
This is a shame. It's a shame. Next, Icelandic, my boy Pete.
What's the question, John?
Icelandic, my boy Pete. What saying on a pillow quote is the best?
Oh, Bjorny Borny, Fjorny Borny, Gorno Horny, Bjorny Bornon. Fucking classic Icelandic, John. Their pillows are fucking fire.
They're so funny. They're so
Ridiculous.
funny.
I could read a small coffee table book of just their pillows. Icelandic pillows from across the ages. John, brilliant.
You know, their original written language is the exact same as today's written language. That's why it's so funny.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, haven't you ever horny born, fearny burn? Yeah, I have, and we all have, and that's why we get it.
Thanks, Bjork. Next, Polish, my boy Pete. Is it right to destroy many shirts to sew them into one basically unusable blanket?
Goddamn Polish. Come on, John. We're getting specific in the Baltic regions here.
I realize I've been doing the same pour over and over again.
Yeah,
so.
fuck you, John. They're the ones that are safe that we can do. Is there a specific village in Poland you want to go?
Let's go Warsaw. Let's go General. Let's go Warsaw.
Just basic. Oh, yeah, because we're all familiar with the Warszawian fucking dialect, are we not?
We're back, baby.
It's not my first trip to the Borch table, John. Okay, John. John, okay.
Not too bad.
I know. Hey, listen. A question again, please.
Oh, is it right to destroy many shirts to sew them into one basically unusable blanket?
It's very bad joke. They say to me, how many of your shirts does it take to make a quilt? I say, this is bad joke for Polish. And they said, no, it's quilt for graduation for your daughter. You say, I have no daughter. You say, oh, too bad. We keep shirt. So no shirt, no quilt.
Yeah, I think you navigated that one pretty well.
Thanks, bud. That was a rough one. Sometimes you just open your mouth and see where it takes you and just try not to get in trouble.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Anyway, final question. Founding father, my boy Pete, who designed the first United States of America flag?
John. First off, I shall begin by saying, fuck thy couch. But my bottom bitch, Betsy Ross, she sews a mean pillow. Here, let me get the throw. See this one? This one here says big booty hose. I'm with it. And she knows I am. And I said, would you make a flag for our beautiful country? Not big booty hoe, but something similar. As striking, compelling, to drive a nation forward. And she said, no sleep till Brooklyn? I said, you're on a good track, Betsy. Get back to me with thoughts.
Well, I'm going to give that to you. Oh, wait, no, lightning strikes twice. It's our super short segment.
All right, folks, lightning strikes twice. Here we are live on the Stereo Streets, and if you're listening to us live on the Stereo Streets, you can click that link above our heads and see our faces live on the YouTubes. If you're seeing our faces live on the YouTubes, you can click that link below our faces to subscribe, like, share. Don't be afraid to hit that alert button. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer. We'll be here next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Sandwich Time. Wednesdays if you're across the pond.
Well, anybody knows from the past two episodes that this is a segment where I will put 5 minutes on the clock. I'll introduce the segment as precise as possible, and we'll talk till the timer goes off. We'll get to put a button on it after the alarm sounds because this is not a pencil down SAT. Let me get the timer ready. My boy Pete, are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready. Let's go, John. Fucking go.
Hold
on, I'm getting a call from my fucking lawyer. Oh, shit. Bail was revoked. We're going to tie this up. I got to fucking flee the country. All right, let's go.
All right, and go. All sailboat races start and finish from this location, quote unquote. The Honorable William Wall. The Honorable William Wall is Manhattan Yacht Club's floating clubhouse in the harbor. All sailboat races start and finish from this location. The club also opens the Honorable William Wall to the public. You can come out, see the harbor, relax and unwind, watch the sailboat races, and have a great time with your friends and coworkers. And if you like what you see, you can also sign up for sailing lessons.
The fuck world are we living in, John? I ain't got time for sailing. Do you have friends who go to the fucking yacht club? If you do, fuck those people. They got yacht money? Jesus, when are they on vacation? Christmas is coming up. We can go rob their house. What the fuck, John? No, all yacht races start and stop here. No, sir, I believe you're considered. They start and stop in the water. Wherever the water may be, that is where. You do not have domain over the water, William Wall. You can take our yachting, but you can't take our fucking freedom, William Wall.
So a little more from their website. The Admiral's launch provides transportation to and from the Honorable William Wall. The launch departs every half hour from the Manhattan Yacht Club in New Jersey. The tickets are $20 weekdays, $30 weekends, and you can reach the club by path, ferry, and Uber or Lyft.
Wait, you can reach the ferry by Uber or Lyft, they say.
The Admiral's launch. Yeah, it was bad
Admiral's
writing.
launch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, if your Lyft driver fucking picks you up, you're like, yeah, you're gonna have to get in the water on this one. Do you have a fucking hover thing, or you're gonna sink? I promise. I will tip like $20 when we get there, but I highly recommend drive with your windows down the rest of your shift. It's gonna be wet in this bitch.
Yeah, so this floating yacht club is for parties, for anything you want. It's also, as the New York Times is reporting, that as many New Yorkers are finding it difficult to stay afloat with their everyday lives right now, a rare, rich few are getting helicopters on demand, restaurant reservation assistance, and other elite access that makes it seems there is a new gated community in New York City.
Okay. All right. All right. Hear me out. I know New York has its problems. I know people say crime is on the rise and all the shit and all the stuff. But come on. Come on. When you have this in front of you and you know who they are, where they're coming, where they're going, like, I gotta rob somebody somewhere. They're begging for it. Come on. As soon as the helicopter takes off, I can do a little B&E. John, you can't blame the city, John. It's the fucking institution that's making it possible. Don't hate the player, hate the game, John.
Money makes the world go round.
Clean hands, dirty money, baby.
It's floating in the middle, like right next to Ellis. It's so close to Ellis Island. It's right there, and it's this big, gaudy yacht club floating there.
I want to say, I want to get over there, just get hammered drunk and keep yelling about international law. Like, you guys can't fucking touch me, and try to take it over. Betsy Ross gave me this flag. I'm going to raise that shit up. This is my shit now. Fucking the denomination is the My Boy Pete. The exchange rate is fucked. But if you see John at the money lending table in the back of the fucking yacht club, it'll be great.
Let's make a deal.
You don't like it, you can walk that fucking plank. It's just fucking stupid. It's just stupid. I get it, but when it's especially in that location, it's kind of, it's in the face of. It's not like a really nice club, like a members only club in Wall Street, or or something that is like super high end, super swanky that.
And no speakeasy, no markings whatsoever.
Right.
$2,000 a ticket in the Lower East Side. That happens.
With that. You got to know something.
I'm more with that. Exactly. Yeah.
Because this is like, hey man, it's a dick measuring contest. You're like, if you take the ferry from Admiral's Launch, you can whip your dick out and see if it extends all the way to the ferry. I don't know, John. It's just it's a little bit much. What does that mean? John, use your words. You're on a fucking radio show. John! Fuck! Use your words, John! Look at me, John!
Yeah, I realized I wasn't able to give it to YouTube and... Hey, timer's up. All right, final thoughts?
There you go. You can give it to both of them by using your words. Yeah, no, my final thoughts on this, the humanity we live under, it should be disregarded, disdained, and that's why you need to vote for John L. Peacock for infrastructure president to make sure that everything works correctly moving forward.
Well, moving forward, we should do a shot and get into our final segment of the episode.
Oof, another segment. Here we go. Got a shot. Let's go.
Pretty fun. Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
Because we.
Oh God. I am 16 shots, going on 17 shots. Think I might be a little drunk. You think I'm not, but wait till I start talking a whole bunch. Okay, go.
We're going to talk about WSM AM.
No. Say that one more time. You were stuttering.
WSM AM.
Being that the VP is such a VIP, shouldn't we keep the PC on the QT? Because if it leaks to the VC, he could end up MIA and then we'd all pull KP.
That's right. We're talking about Nashville radio.
Oh. WLPR coming at you live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, rocking you from coast to coast. Your DJ is in the host with the most. My boy Pete in Southern California and John L. Peacock in Brooklyn, New York. Folks, get ready for stupid. We're coming at you live. Like that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a little more country because, quote from the website, 6:50 a.m. WSM is the most famed country music station in the world. Each day, the station shares country bluegrass, the blue meth. It's the best bluegrass,
He's swallowed his tongue, folks,
and Americana, as well as the excitement of Music City with friends in Middle Tennessee and listeners around the world.
Wait, so they said they put the most out. We're here and we're in Tennessee and around the world. Like, you kind of jumped. You went Tennessee, then around the world? What about the fucking middle ground, motherfucker?
Well, you know, they're old and they're dealing with now streaming on the internet so they can reach everybody else. And so, like, hey, the people we did Middle Tennessee for so long.
Oh, so it was just.
Oh, and everyone else. Yeah, before.
So they weren't. It wasn't a syndicated show.
No,
but you're now saying
it's a radio station.
Oh no, I know, but Imus in the morning, you could, or Don Imus, or fucking.
That's a radio show. Howard Stern.
It's
a radio show.
Before we started having, before Sirius, before all that shit,
right? You
could tune in, and your local station would carry these, and it's not your town, but you could hear it.
You're
so
right.
It wasn't syndicated. So that's what I'm saying. So before the internet, this fucking place was like, man, no, we're just fucking Central Tennessee, and now we're everywhere. John, did they go anywhere else? The question was were they popular before, or was this a new phenomenon with the internet and fucking country music fans everywhere?
They are the most popular station in country overall. The reason why they didn't go anywhere until the internet is because they're a station, not a show. So their shows went other places, but they're WSM. And so it's like your local radio station. You can't take that radio station somewhere else without the internet.
That's not true. I can take it with me when I go, John. I've had that argument with my lawyer and my funeral parlor attendant. I said, I need a bigger coffin because it's all fucking coming with me. I will take it when I go. They said, even your radio station said WKRP coming with me all the way to the afterlife, rocking the 5s and 7s, two-sided, 8 p.m. and 11.
I feel you got it now, but do you want me to give one more example?
No, motherfucker, I don't. I need you to stop dumbing shit down. I need you to start picking the pace up, John.
WSM debuted on October 5th, 1925, and less than 2 months later, the station would birth its most famous show, and the show that would make country music famous, the Grand Ole Opry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I've heard it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Actually? Oh, word. That's right on. So the Opry was the first of WSM's shows to develop such an excited audience that fans would visit live studio broadcasts. They'd come in to hear it. Lake Willoughby gone.
Yeah, Prairie Home Companion. Wait, don't tell me.
Yep.
Any of the live.
Long before
shows.
that. Yeah. And the home station of the Grand Ole Opry radio show, WSM, was basically the first Nashville radio station that survived today. It is not the first, but it was an early one, and it's still around.
First.
At first. Not the first, but at first.
First.
It was a marketing idea of Edwin Craig of the National Life and Accident Insurance Company.
Goddamn insurance agents. I was thinking outside. There's an angle here, baby. Accident insurance on the zone, coming at you 5s and 7s. Nope, that's not it. It was only a radio show. Break your neck. No, don't be late. Strumming on the banjo. Hey, hey, hey. Nope, that's not it. What if we did a show? I don't know. What are you thinking here? Something grand? Something old? Maybe one of those old Opries. Could that be it?
So, do you know soap operas? Do you like soap operas? Have you ever contacted soap operas in your life?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Don't judge me on that, John. I've written a letter to fucking General Hospital.
So, Craig, who was the son of where am I? I'm a little lost here. Hold on.
Son of a sailor.
Son of a
bitch.
Son of a fisherman.
Son of a bitch. Pour me a drink.
Son of National Life founding partner Cornelius Craig, watched this phenomenon of radio develop into advertising sources for station owners and sponsors around the world because it was soap operas. The first one being Guiding Light. And he was like, I capitalize on that, but I don't want to do a soap opera. I want to do something else. So he saw the potential and created the radio station for like, hey, how you doing? I just sang that song and I'm going to tell you about something that I can advertise.
Nice. All the smooth smoking menthol you want. Camel menthols. Suck them down, suck them dry. Love it.
Yeah, 7th Avenue in Nashville, the National Life Building on the 5th floor is where it all began in 1925. A 1,000-watt station was equaled only by one other in the South and was stronger than 85% of the stations nationwide. He went all in when radio was still really new, and it we shield millions was the call letter. WSM. We shield millions.
We shield millions. Are all call letters an acronym for something?
No. And most nowadays they're 4.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Coming at you live on the 6s and 7s.
KJZZ, smooth jazz.
WRPO. Fuck yeah, Dingo and the Baby live at 8 a.m.
You know, everything west of the Rockies is W, and everything. I'm sorry, everything east of is W, and everything west is K. These days,
it's a good way to keep them separate, John.
Right?
Can't let them intermingle, because if the Easties and the Westies mix, all hell will break loose, my friend.
So early program broadcasts a variety of classical and popular tunes, and included a quintet from Fisk University, the local university. Jack Keefe served as the radio announcer until WSM hired George Hay from the Sears station, WLS in Chicago. Hay had begun his career broadcasting WMC. I love these, so I'm done with it after this. In Memphis, prior to working at Sears.
WABR. Coming at you from Memphis live every day with the Sears 1s and 2s.
So the live audiences immediately flocked to where they would broadcast, and it outgrew the original 5th floor studio of the National Life Building, and moved to Hillsborough Theater. Tickets for the free show became a tool for National Life agents to attract new customers. And after several moves, they moved to what's now known as the Grand Ole Opry House, before moving to its present stage, Opryland, in 1974.
Okay, so 74 is when they moved into their current place.
Yeah. 25 start, outgrow, outgrow, outgrow. First name of the Grand Ole Opry shortly before then, and then their last move.
Right. No, yeah, we heard that. We I like you sum it up really quick. It's good.
This station created on the billboards in Texas, which is where the top 40 billboards or top 10, whatever, started another radio station. They actually started including country and western as a thing because of WSM.
Well, so we can blame them. They're the ones who fucked it all up for us. Oof. Oof. Just giving Taylor Swift one more fucking award to win. Bullshit.
After Oklahoma media executive Ed Gaylord bought the Opry enterprises, which included WSM, TNN, and CMT, things were on an uptick for several years. All of the interrelated properties were becoming a quote magic kingdom and feeding into each other, with radio stations and the TV channels and the music venues all at the music park developing new talent at an unprecedented pace. All the properties were flourishing. And then Gaylord management began to change and turned its attention to hotel properties.
Okay.
And he
Like you do.
dismantled most of it. He sold TNN.
Okay.
He sold CMT to Westinghouse. That was bought by CBS. So, Viacom, all that stuff. He wanted to sell Opryland. He wanted to turn it into Opryland Hotel, and he wanted to completely dismantle the original WSM.
Okay. All right.
He wanted to turn it into a mall.
Okay. I like malls. I've been meaning to go to a Lids. I've been looking for a new hat. So far, I'm with it. What happened?
Also, the auditorium, the historic auditorium, the first one. Sorry, I forgot to tell you this. He wanted to turn it into a parking lot. Okay, all right. WSM, meanwhile, was strongly defining itself as the flagship of country music. Its slogan became, quote, "To country and proud of it," end quote. And it played the music that it felt like playing, unlike mainstream radio with its strict playlists.
Wow.
I know. It was
All
a
right,
rebel.
I know. Yeah. Doing good stuff here, John. I like your research.
All right. Gaylord, under a new manager, decided that WSM-AM, with its country format, was not fulfilling its profit potential. And as companies will do when they weigh short-term profits versus long-term investments, he decided to go with reaping short-term profits, and they planned on flipping the station to a news and sports talk format, which presumably would rate better than thus getting higher rates.
There you go. Because they wanted short term instead of long term. So they went for the short term instead of long term to do news instead of country because they hope for the boost in the ratings. Wow, John. What the fuck? I am now doubting your writing skills. This was like 4 a.m. You were writing this shit, just scraping the barrel. I have one idea. I said it in the same sentence 5 different ways, and I hope no one noticed. So if you like short instead of long, then you do this instead of that, and they did this instead of that, and it worked instead of this, but for only a short time instead of a long. Wait till the next sentence, they get a load of what happens then.
Not 4 a.m., more like 10:50 p.m. Tuesday Eastern time. So the Nashville community fought back against Gaylord's effort to strip mine WSM AM. And primarily due to the artist outcry, the country format was saved, although the station did suffer staff cuts and was moved to a much smaller station facility. And it kept on thriving as opposed to what his little short-term profits said. And it is still today the strongest syndicated across the globe and
Hell yeah.
streaming country
Hell yeah.
station.
Hell yeah, John. Hell yeah, these colors don't run. Fuck yeah. America! Fuck yeah! Look at my nation, proud on display. America! Fuck yeah! Saluting the flag, say, okay, Jose! Fuck yeah, John. Man, super patriotic. I'm glad we talked about this shit tonight. I don't know what bee you got in your bonnet, but I like the cut of your jib, John. Fucking A. That's good shit.
What I didn't talk about that
Here we
people
go.
should know
Here we go.
is that the major early country legends that we know today got their exposure through this station. This is the station that created country. Hank Williams, let's just throw him as the one, got country known as a genre today.
Right. That's because they were the early stations that played the early stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
First off, I'm glad you didn't tell us.
Me too.
Right. But
I wanted to.
Since you brought up Hank Williams, John, you fucking idiot. It's like arguing with a child. I'm not going to say that I think Hank Williams is the best and he changed the fucking structure of music and he really put him on the map and they put him on the map. I'm not going to say that. But if I did, also, I'm sorry, I also didn't say some other stuff that I was going to say. I'm not going to say now. I would say if we do the HR assessment that they're asking us to do on each other instead of ourselves, I feel like one of your strengths would be self-editing. I feel like mine would be too.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're both very good at it in different ways.
Oh yeah, of course. The two sides of it.
But we both know when to shut the fuck up. For definite. For sure. Or cereal.
Well, the sources of this episode of Two Sided have been first segment Newsweek, CNBC, Time Magazine, and Snopes.com. Second segment WSMradio.com, Tennessee Encyclopedia.net, and CMT. And super short segment WillyWall.com.
Okay. That's great, John. My segments were brought to you by Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry. They ain't paying me, but I'm drinking it, and I like it. Also, GMO cookies. Garlic, mushroom, onion. Really good, fucking heady. Puts you down like a clown. Like super good. Also, don't be afraid to reach out and tell those close to you that you love them. It's never too late. It's never too early. From my mouth to yours. I yelled it in your mouth. Ain't that right, John?
That's totally right. And hey, I'm going to throw this out there. For those on the Patreon, they'll get to hear about my personal connection to the Grand Ole Opry. All right. My boy Pete, is there anything from this episode that you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
Oh, Johnny. Here's the deal, pal. I want to take a second look, a second glance, a second try at my choice of life decisions about 2.5 years ago, because I would have laid out different ground rules. I would have had different thought processes. I would have been a different person, John. Things would have been different now. But I didn't. They aren't. We are here. Fine. Love it. Love it. Great. We're all coming to terms. Perfect. John, I think what I would take a second look, second glance, second opinion on is I think I didn't make enough jokes when you couldn't fucking talk. I feel like you not talking is just my opportunity to fucking go off and be reckless. And I feel like I did too much like trying to type to you and try to like communicate with you. And like I was throwing more bananas in the fucking monkey pit instead of trying to like just like, all right, folks, don't worry about the monkey tearing the head off the kitten. Nothing to see here, folks. Folks, you know we have a great display down over. I need to do that. I realized that. Nope. Head on the kitten. Banana from monkeys. Life choices 2 years ago. Nope, that's it. I'm good. That's it.
All right. Well, let's have a shot and get out of here.
Okay. Well, let's do that, John. Oh, you have your shield. Okay, I won't even say anything. Let's see what you do.
There you
Here we
go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Pink.
Hey, you're welcome for listening. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening live on the Stereo app right now. So if you are hearing this later and want to join us in the green room for our after show wind down, or want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, and those of you who are listening live in the stereo streets, stick around for the after chat in the green room, live in this room. Do not go anywhere. The green room will be here in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcast and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handled at two-sided-pod, all one word, and the Stereo app, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun. Here on Two-Sided. I love you, Pete.
I weep for the future, John. I also love you.